Welcome back, everyone, to episode 15 of the United States versus China. Last episode, we started out with a cyber attack, or actually, we ended with the cyber attack against China. Um, let's take a look at what our economy is and our growth. Growth is still going down. Our economy is doing well. Our debt has significantly gone down. Um, let's see. So I've decided to build a naval base in Guam, and instead of sending all these ships away, let's send them back to this area here, and they can just stand by until the base is built. And we're gonna put this submarine over at the Japan naval base. All right, so we still have two nuclear submarines in China's waters, and I'm gonna send another nuclear sub over there. Let's go to Secret Service. And hire more cyber analysts. And okay. So the other thing we want to do is we're going to give more support to Ukraine by another $1 billion. And we're going to pull some. We're going to pull some agents from North Korea, and we're going to put them in Ukraine because we want to push Russia out of Ukraine altogether. And let's see, Belarus. Um, Another one of China's allies is Pakistan. So once we push Russia out of Ukraine, then our next step is going to be Pakistan. And in the meantime, I'm going to hire a few more agents to put in Pakistan. So let's see how much China lost in one day. They lost $29 billion.
The demonstrators intend to send a powerful signal of their opposition to the government.
We are awaiting your instructions.
All right. We're going to just send the military in to end this uprising. And it's time to address the other headache that I have. So, let's put these guys under investigation. Okay, so we're going to throw this other union leader in jail.
The rioters have... The rebels have set up...
Let's see what we could do about our industry. All right, so that's down. We're going to add another $1 billion to that. So that helped increase.
It hit hard. Transportation is paralyzed. Power stations are down. And authorities are helpless. It's a success all across the board. We have subdued the rebel movement.
I'm thinking about pulling some more agents out. No, I'm just going to keep them there. All right, so let's invest a little more in the space program. Well, it's not much to invest in. Let's take a look at Orion. That's the one. 14% failure. All right, so let's increase the budget by $3 billion. And let's push back the launch date. All right, so that did it.
The target is in position and under surveillance 24/7.
All right, so let's get rid of these rank 1 tanks. They're completely worthless. And all right, so we have a few more frigates that we bought. Let's get another aircraft carrier.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization confirm their window of opportunity. Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you
Okay, let's sabotage Iran's space center. And let's take a look at this. All right, and let's see how many people I have on these spaces here. $7 billion for an aircraft carrier. I'll just go ahead with it. So we have a $5.1 trillion surplus.
Demonstrators are marching in several. The demonstrators intend to send a powerful signal.
We are awaiting your instructions.
All right, let's just send the military in for that.
The rioters have taken control of the square.
All right, so let's look at inflation. That's still doing pretty well. Unemployment is not as low as it could be. Let's make a 4.8 investment in 4.8 billion investment in that.
The rebels have set up a barricade. The rebels have stopped fighting.
According to your directives, the
Okay, tourists come into the country. We're gonna raise that
We
to
have
30.
subdued the rebel movement.
Let's do a poll. All right, that's gonna pass. And let's raise that to 44. People don't like it. Hey, regardless of everything that's going on, the economy is doing pretty well. It's just the growth that isn't where it should be. So, all right, let's see. Biotechnology. Going to increase that to $5 billion. Consumer electronics, that's doing well. So let's do a price reduction. fighter planes. Gonna do about a $3 billion investment. Okay, nuclear subs. Let's just change that to 20 billion.
As I predicted, the systematic analysis of the habits of small groups has allowed us to strike a serious blow at the terrorists. We can now state with certainty that we have entered into a Najaf cycle, which is no less than an incitement to play the advantage, while the adversary's organizational foundations are destabilized.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an average figure. It reflects an economy with moderate dynamism. We could do better.
Okay, so our growth is at 2.3%, which isn't horrible, but it's not great either. And let's see, unemployment went to 5%. So let's see what we can do about bringing that down. Let's try building new homes. And transportation. And secondary highways. So we're doing well overall. So let's see if we could get growth to go up a little more. And I'm going to start putting more agents in these areas here. And let's see if we can do I gave a little more to Indonesia, and let's take a look at research.
Our sportsmen are ready.
So let's invest a little more in prescription reimbursement. Invest 80 billion into that.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
And we're going to give the Philippines a little more money. Let's give Japan $1 billion.
I have just calculated that the index of frustration and demotivation of our agents reached level 4 on an Andrews curve. This is a very bad score. We can't therefore deny the risk of a tactical redirection in order to take power. Ahem!
And then, let's not forget.
Alright, so let's have a meeting with the chief of the army. Want the nuclear codes. Let's give about 2 billion to India. And let's meet with him. All right. So our nuclear submarines, let's see.
The bill has been voted on, and the law has been...
Please, let's stop this. Coming from you, it makes me very happy. Fine, thanks. Every one of the Joint Chiefs of Staff believes that heads of state should be able to use big guns when they see fit to do so. So we are with you on this one. I'll immediately confirm our authorization with the Nuclear High Command. The head of the armed forces thinks that the leader of the country must quickly use all possible levers to defend the nation. We confirm your demand and authorize the use of biological and chemical weapons in extreme cases. This would solely depend on your own command. On my part, I am giving the order to start the production of chemical missiles. There you go. Look, the activation code for the nuclear warheads is the following. Do you have a pen?
Okay.
And why not play a game of whist?
Alright, so let's end that
Just
meeting
a week
there.
to go before the opening ceremony. Our athletes are very impatient.
Alright, so
Demonstrators are marching in several cities all
they're obviously protesting because I bought
Our agent
more
number 1
nuclear
succeeded in
submarines.
infiltrating the staff. Imponderables accepted, we are therefore able to release a Type E net informational profit. I mean, huge. Ahem. In concrete terms, Our extraordinary number 1 is in a situation to obtain any valuable information of tactical interest. Needless to say, the geopolitical advantage clearly surpasses the ratio of 138 to 1.
All right. So let's get rid of the Russian mafia now. And that's oh, me not paying attention. I tried to buy a nuclear submarine from Russia.
The demonstrators intend to send a powerful signal of their opposition to the government.
Okay, the Space Center was sabotaged. That went over well.
Demonstrations are taking place. For the moment, we have the sit-in.
Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode. Thanks again for all the support, and I will see you next episode.